your sales job is going to suck. Not because sales is hard, but because no one tells you what actually matters. My name is Calvin, and at 19, I became the top sales rep at a marketing agency here in El Paso. And here are 5 things I wish someone told me before I started my very first day in sales. This is going to save you months of frustration that most new salespeople go through. Make sure to write these down. Number 1, saw. This is my drawing of a saw. I'm not an artist. Take it for what it is. You need to walk in with a student mentality. You need to have a positive attitude, and you need to have great work ethic. All right, it's your first day in sales. You have no idea what you're doing. You are fresh off the press. You just came out of the oven. You have no idea what you're talking about. It's a brand new industry that you're in, or brand new office, a different environment. You have never been here. It is your first day. You need to have a student mentality. You have to learn. There's going to be other people there that know more than you. So learn from them, have a student mentality, be a sponge, absorb that information, have a positive attitude. All right, if you walk in and either you're nervous or you're mad at the world, you couldn't find a matching pair of socks this morning, you still need to have a positive attitude. This is going to be detrimental to everything that you do. A great example of this is the movie Inside Out. If you're upset, your memories get stored in a different part of your brain. Whereas if you're having a good time and you have a positive attitude and you enjoy being there, your memories are going to be stored in the core sector. You're going to remember them as happy moments. It's going to stick with you. All the information that you're absorbing on your first day is going to stick with you more. So you need to have a positive attitude and have a great work ethic. Sales, newsflash, it's based on commissions. What you put in is what you get out. It's not clock in and I'm going to make some money today. I'm going to make 14 an hour, 20 bucks an hour. No, it's I need to work for what I get. So I need to learn as much as possible and have a great work ethic along with that. Learn the frickin' pitch, inside and out. Every sales realm, job, marketing agency, car sales, solar, everywhere has a pitch that you can follow. If there is no pitch, well, you might be at the wrong place, because every self-respecting sales firm has a pitch. And every sales pitch goes as follows. There's 5 steps to this conversation, and this is the only conversation you're going to have with customers. Introduction. You're going to tell people who you are, what you're doing, why you're doing it. Hey, my name's Calvin. I am with AT&T, and we're helping people get home internet. Boom. Who I am, who I'm with, why we're doing it. Short story. We have some great promotions going on right now. Who do you have at home? Let me see if I can help you out. Boom. That's going to be your short story. Very short, very simple. All right. Keep that in mind. Short and simple. You don't need to over explain. The customer has no idea what's going on. Keep it short and simple. Number 3, presentation. The presentation is where you actually go over your product, where you show the customer what you have and the different options you have and how much they're going to pay and the money you're going to take from them. It's not scary. Don't worry. Keep it short. Keep it simple. For my example, we're going to be going with AT&T Home Internet. And I would have my iPad out and I would show them. I would ask them for their zip code and I'd be like, hey, look, we have a bunch of different Wi-Fi. What do you use your Wi-Fi for? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, do you game? Do you stream? Do you have a bunch of kids running around the house? Or wait, and I would say this especially to the guys. I would ask, do you have a girlfriend? And I'd look at them confused. And they'd, some guys be like, no, I don't have a girlfriend. Yeah, I figured. So you probably watch porn, right? You don't want it to lag. So I would recommend this for you. You can apply this to anywhere, be it solar, be it car sales when you're presenting the number, showing off the car. Keep it short, keep it simple. Now you have the close. What is the close? What does this mean? The close is where I take your money and put it into my pocket. You are the customer and I am laughing all the way to the bank with your credit card. I'm just joking. But in all seriousness, the close is where the money's made. If you don't close, you're not making money. You're working in sales because you want to make money, I assume, unless you just like hanging out, not making any money. Weird. But anyways, for what I was doing with AT&T, different Wi-Fi speeds, this is exactly what I would say word for word every single time with every customer I have. I rehash what we just went over. All right. That is a B. I meant to write down an R. You rehash right at the close. Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, like I said, you're going to be getting the 1 gigabyte of Wi-Fi for your home. The monthly payment is going to be $70. There is a one-time activation fee of $30. So your initial monthly or your initial total is going to be $101 with 68 cents. Once you pay this, you won't receive another bill for 6.5 weeks from today, and it won't be due for 2 weeks after that. All right. Do you want to pay credit or debit? And that is it. That is all I would do. You rehash everything that you just went over. All right. All I need is your credit card. I rehash it. Boom. I explain what's going on. And then did you see what I did at the end there? Is do you want to pay with a credit card or a debit card? And then I shut the fuck up. There's nothing else you need to say. That is the only thing you need to say. Don't talk more. Don't be like, we could change or we could do it later, or don't just shut up. There's nothing else you need to say. Once you have made that ask, just let it happen. Let nature take its course. The first one to speak loses. Why is that? If you as a salesperson speak first at the close, you will lose the sale. You will look as weak. You will look like you are not in control. You will look like you're begging for money. And if someone begs me for money, I don't want to give them my money anymore. I was going to do it, but because you're begging, I no longer want to do it. Don't beg. Just let nature take its course. Trust the process. 90% of the time, they will just say, oh, I'll use whatever card. Doesn't fucking matter. Money goes into my pocket, right? And if you do get an objection at the close, that means you have messed something up within the presentation. If the customer is still unsure, doesn't know what they want to do, they throw you any objection. I need to go home. I need to talk to my wife. I need to think about it. I need to go to church and pray. I need to just sleep on it, whatever it might be. You have messed something up within the presentation. You haven't built enough value in the product. And that's why customers are going to say no, which is good. Now that you know that, you can go back, you can circle back, you can train your presentation more. So it's more clear for the customer. Once you close, once you get the sale, once you take their credit card, process the payment, boom, the sale is in your pocket. The next thing is going to be consolidation. What does that mean? Well, you don't want the customer to have buyer's remorse. So what are you going to do? You're going to make them feel good about the purchase they just made with you. How are you going to do that? When I make a sale, I would immediately tell the customer, hey, your equipment is going to be shipped to your house. All you got to do is plug it in, set it up, you'll be good to go. Now, if you do have any issues, anything at all, feel free to shoot me a text. I'll make sure to send you a text right now with all of my information and anything you could ever need. You just reach out to me directly instead of hanging out on the phone, talking with AT&T customer service. Doesn't matter. Reach out to me. Call me every day, twice on Sunday. I got your back. Number 3, kiss, don't kill. What does that mean? I wrote it out here. So if you can't read, it means keep it short and simple. Don't keep it long and lengthy. Right? A lot of new salespeople get nervous. They want to just talk and talk and talk and talk, and it never ends. They share too much information with the customer, at which point the customer feels unsure about their decision. They have been bombarded with too many words and phrases and too much information. The less you say, the better. My mom had the saying, it's in German, so I'm going to translate it. Sometimes speaking is silver and silence is gold. And as a salesman, I think that is going to be your best friend. If I'm explaining the product to a customer and they're like, hey, I need a truck, I'm going to be towing my dirt bike to Red Sands, and that's all I'm going to be towing. Okay, well, did you want an F-250 or an F-150? I think the F-150 would be perfect for you. Yes, I want F-150. How much does it tow? It tows 12,000 pounds. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Great. That is all you need to say. It's not, oh, it tows 12,000 pounds and has this trailer backup system and rear view cameras and tow mirrors and blah, blah, blah. It's just shut up. It tows this much. They asked this. I told them, boom. That's all you need to say. You don't need to oversell. When you start overselling, you start going long and lengthy, the customer is going to lose interest. You are talking too much now. You've given them too much information, at which point when they tell you, oh man, this is a big decision, I need to go home and think on it. Well, yeah, it's not that they need to think on it. It's you have given them so much, they don't know what to do with this information. Their brain is still processing it. Whereas if you say less, they're like, yeah, sounds cool. Let's do it. Let's write it up. Boom. I want that. Let's go. Super easy. Kiss, don't kill. Remember, sales is a dance and not a fight. All right. You want to be very romantic and you don't want to be very forceful. Number 4, Don't hang with snails. What do I mean by this? It could be your first day in sales. It could be your first day working at McDonald's. It could be your first day working at any job. On your very first day, you will immediately see who is a top performer, who does their job well, who executes when they're told to do something, and who is looking to grow. If you guys have worked anywhere in the food industry, at a restaurant or McDonald's or any job, anything at all, you will see people that drink in their car before they go into work. Those are snails. People that show up to work high, those are snails. People that get high on their lunch break, those are snails. Those are people that will dull you out, that will drag. You become who you surround yourself with. What do I mean by this? Well, it's an old saying. I didn't come up with it, but everyone knows this, and it truly is what happens. You become the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with most. If you hang out with snails, you will become bad. Those outside influences, like little demons on your shoulder talking to you, telling you, hey, let's drink after work. We'll be a little hungover tomorrow, but it's whatever, it's fine. Or let's go get high during lunch. Let's show up to work high. It's to relax, it's to chill out. That's great. You can go chill out. I'm here to make money. I want to be the best at what I do. So I will hang out with the best so I can become the best. Snails drag you down. Like I mentioned, they're there, they're gonna pull you down. The second you're doing good, they're gonna pull you back. They're gonna be like, hey man, used to be really fun. Let's go drinking this weekend. Let's go do anything else other than our job. No, that's going to drag you down. That's going to slow you down. Your performance is going to tank as well. If you work in sales, you need to be ambitious. You need to be hungry. Now, where do you get your ambition from? One, I hope it's within yourself, that you are ambitious, that you want to get something done, that you want to make money. Who else is ambitious? Winners are ambitious. Who are winners? Those will be the people that are the highest performing at your dealership, at your sales office, at your job. The people that are the highest performing are the most ambitious. They are making the most money. Not because they're better, they're just hungrier. And if you surround yourself with winners, you will become that too. You become the sum of the people around you. If I'm at work, and don't get me wrong, I understand it is so fun. You walk into work, there are people in the corner shooting the shit, having a coffee. They're not training. Yeah, it can be really fun talking to them. It's relaxed, it's easy. I'm just standing around, not doing anything. Okay. What does the best salesperson do in the office? What does a winner do? Well, he's in there, he shows up early, he works hard, he's practicing his pitch, he's practicing closing lines, he's learning, he's always growing. You cannot slow down. You have to be hungry, you have to want it. This is going to be a hard truth for some of you. You will have to stop talking with some of your friends at work. And it doesn't have to be a big, ugly breakup. They could just be in the corner. They're like, hey, come over here. I'm like, yeah, what's up? They start, hey, you remember last night? Like, tell them about that. I'm like, no. I'm here to work, so you can talk about that later. I gotta go train, I gotta go practice my pitch. That's how you become better. You just start ignoring them and they will either follow you or they'll stay in their same old habits. But one thing is for sure, you are going to grow just by surrounding yourself with better people. So if you're new into sales, you want to find the best person at your job and you want to pick their brain. You want to introduce yourself, you want to ask them every question, because they will give you the best answers and they will see you're ambitious, so you will be able to learn as well. I cannot stress this enough. It is one of the best things and the easiest ways to grow is by surrounding yourself with better people. Number 5, write everything down. Your brain is not a supercomputer. You and your brain did not land a rocket on the moon. Write things down. A big thing in sales is that a lot of people say your net worth is your net work. All right. It's about who you know, what connections you have. Can you hang out with the top salesperson? Are you guys cool? Because if you can, well, cool. That's a good net worth. That's a good network and a net worth. When you do network with people, I recommend all new salespeople do this. Just go up to any salesperson, possibly your manager, and just be like, hey, after work, could I sit down with you for like 10 to 15 minutes, ask you a couple of questions about sales? And then guess what? Bring your notebook, write everything down, have questions written down, be like, hey, how do I get to talk to more customers every day? What closing lines work best for you? How do you close? It could be basic. Any question you may have, you can ask to the people around you, be it the top salesperson, your manager. You need to build your network. This is also really important for new salespeople. When you start in sales, you know nothing, you are nothing, you will become something eventually. And then once you gain experience, you will have the knowledge written down to pass on to new salespeople. Just like you are new right now, you will eventually not be new, but there will be a new person that starts that might be ambitious, looking to win, looking to make money. Well, guess what? You now have everything written down in your notebook that you carry with you every day. You can teach that to them as well. So make sure you write all of this down. Even if this seems redundant, write it down so you remember why you wrote it down. You made it to the end of the video. Here's a little bonus nugget. You guys are the true 1%ers, and I think this is gonna help new salespeople and veteran salespeople. And if you're a sales manager, you can apply this to your team and have them all do it. If they wanna do it or not, doesn't matter. You're gonna force them to do it because you're the sales manager and what you say goes. Now, with that being said, the bonus nugget for today, the daily breakdown. Every day in sales, the sun is going to come up, the sun is going to come down at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, when the sun goes down, you are going to do this. You're going to grab your notebook that you write everything in. You're going to date it. And then you're going to write down 2 major positives that happened, 2 lessons learned, 2 office goals, and 2 field goals. And an example for this would be like, hey, I started in sales today. I made my first sale. Those could be 2 positive things that happened today. Could also be I showed up on time and I talked to 10 customers today. Lesson learned. Well, what did you guys learn today? What did you learn by watching this video, for example? We learned what the 5 steps to a conversation are, and we learned what kiss don't kill is. That could be a lesson learned. Cool. Could also be don't cuss at the customer. That could be a hard lesson learned for someone, but it is a real lesson. An office goal can be, hey, I want to set this many appointments today. I want to learn how to close better. I want to role play. I want to practice my pitch. Those are all office goals. And then a field goal, depending on if you're doing solar or cars or retail sales, it could be, hey, I want to give 15 presentations tomorrow. I want to talk to 100 people. I want to set 3 appointments, right? Or I want to close 3 sales. Those could all be field goals. That's going to prepare you for the next day. Guess what? It's Monday. You have to come back to work on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. What does that mean? Well, when I show up to work, I want to make sure I have a plan. The teacher of mine, he told me, failing to plan is planning to fail. So if you don't plan for your next day, you have already planned to fail. Along with the field goal, well, I am at 0 sales and it's fucking Thursday. I need to make rent. So my goal is 3 sales tomorrow so I can have some money in my pocket. Break down what went well, what you learned, and what you need to do to get better. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below what industry you guys work in. Like I said, these are the 5 things I wish I knew before I started sales. Now that you know them, go apply them. This doesn't just happen by osmosis and by saying positive affirmations in the mirror. Go apply them. Go work hard, do your best, and get better every single day. I'll see you guys in the next video.